you are appreciating the contrast that helps you to define your desire? The answer to the next 5 questions is yes. Even when your desire has not yet come to fruition, you still love it percolating within you? Yes. And even if it never manifested, the existence of the desire within you is enough? We're pushing it, we know, but the answer still must be yes. It's tricky, you see, because when you're able to say, yes, I love the existence of a desire within me, even though my desire has not yet manifested, I love the pulling power. I love the creative juices that flow. I love source energy flowing through me toward my focused desire. And even though circumstances and events have not yet lined up, even though the timing is still just a little bit off, even though I have not yet figured out how to become a perfect vibrational match to what I'm asking for, still I love the existence of my desire. Because I know that that is what puts the eternalness in eternity. I know that the entire universe, we're speaking for you, I know that the entire universe exists to produce within you, me, you out here on the leading edge, this focused desire. And when that desire is pulling through you, calling through you, being called through you by you, being called through you, by you, from you. We are all in this together. When that desire is there, that fresh feeling desire, you remember how desire feels when you don't doubt it? You haven't trampled it to death with your pessimism? You know, that fresh feeling desire, that feeling that, oh, I'd like that, and I can do that, that feeling, that's how you feel from non-physical. That's how we always feel on your behalf. That's the way desire is supposed to feel. But there are many physical friends who have practiced beating the drum of, why won't it come? Why don't I get what I want? Why do others get the things that they want and I don't get what I want? Why is it that I've wanted this for so long and it has not come about? When you beat the drum that sounds like that, you begin to develop habits of thought about your desire that are so different from the vibration of your desire that you become a vibrational mismatch to your own desire. So then your words say one thing, but your vibration says another thing, and because of this powerful law of attraction, which does all of that sorting out, your desire, even though you're asking and even though source energy has lined up endless situations to deliver it to you, your desire can't come to you right now because you're not letting it in. Just like when you set your radio tuner on 98.6, you can't hear what's being broadcast on 101 FM. Your frequencies have to sync up. So the frequency of your desire and the frequency of your day-to-day thought about your desire have to be on the same vibrational wavelength. And how do you know when it is? It feels good to think about it. How do you know when it isn't? It doesn't feel good to think about it. So, let's recap. Complaining about something means you're out of sync. Justifying why it should come to you means you're out of sync. Feeling jealous that somebody else is getting it and you're not means you're out of sync. Blaming yourself or somebody else for doing something wrong means you're out of sync. You have this wonderful guidance system within you that lets you know what your vibrational alignment or misalignment is. And we like to call that alignment or misalignment allowing or resisting. The alignment with what? Alignment with source energy. Alignment with the well-being that flows. So now we think it's important to tell you that there is only a stream of well-being that flows. In other words, there's not a stream that flows that says, yes, you deserve what you are asking for, and yes, you are worthy of it. And then another stream that flows that says, no, you're not. There's not a stream of good that says you should be healthy, and a stream of evil that says you should be ill or sick. There's not a stream that says you are good and another stream that says you are bad. The promise that you understood when you came forth into this leading edge environment would be that the environment would inspire you to personal, powerful preferences with emphasis on personal. Personal, powerful preferences. And you understood that when those develop within you, that they would continue to develop or be amended, that you would never get it all figured out at once. You didn't say, I'm an angel, I've got it figured out, I'll go forth and live perfection. You said, I'm an angel, and like all other angels, we'll never get it all figured out. We are eternal creators. You said, I am source energy in non-physical form, and I'm going to pour some of this consciousness into a physical format, into a physical body, into a physical perspective. And as I am pouring through from my personal, powerful perspective, desires will occur to me, preferences will occur to me, and when that happens, a vibrational emanation about that will occur even if I never speak a word about it. And Source, which is also, like me, vibrationally based, will hear my vibration and answer it, for when I ask, it is given every single time. So here you are, asking all over the place at many levels of your being. And here you are, often in vibrational alignment with what you're asking for. And when that happens, what you ask for comes easily, and you say, life is good. But when you're asking for something that seems to be avoiding you, or when you've got something you don't want that you can't let go of, it just sort of follows you everywhere you go, shows up in the x-rays and stuff like that, that means that you have become a vibrational match to it. And the easiest way, the most logical way, the most often way that you become a vibrational match to things you do not want is that you observe them. You observe them and you report in on them. How's it going, you say to each other? Fine. Well, what about that such and such? Oh, yeah. I'd almost forgotten about that before you reminded me. Yeah, well, how's it going? What did the doctor say? What did the attorney say? What did so-and-so say? Well, let me think about that. I haven't thought about that in quite a long time. Let me see if I cannot reactivate that point of resistance for you now. After all, it's only socially polite to talk with anybody about anything that they want to talk about, no matter how it feels to me. Sarcasm doesn't become us, does it? The way you feel is your guidance system. Jerry and Esther have a wonderful navigational system in their vehicles. And as they are crossing the nation, the satellites in the sky in combination with the antennas and computer in their vehicle knows where they are at all times. So then they just program a destination, and Magellan calculates the route and says, go this way, go this way, go this way. It's an interesting thing the way Magellan works, because Magellan has one function only: to figure out how to get from wherever you are to where you want to be. That's all. Magellan never says, where have you been? In order to correctly calculate from where you are to where you want to be, first, I need to know every place you've ever been, and how long you were there, and how you liked it. Magellan is not interested in any of that because it is irrelevant. And your own guidance system is not interested in any of that either, because it is also irrelevant. Where you have been has nothing to do with where you are going, except that as you've been there, you were so aware of being there, and usually so often talking about being there, that you most likely did develop some vibrational habit about being there. And that's the tricky part about getting to where you now want to go. If you are vibrationally offering more about where you are or about where you've been than about where you want to go, you're not programming your guidance system in a way that it can be effective for you. It's like saying, I want to be over there, but I'm talking about over here, so your guidance system thinks that you want to stay where you are. So everything that you do and the entire universe, everything that responds to you, gives you more about where you are. And then with your words you say, no, can't you hear me? I don't want to be here. I want to be over there. And if your guidance system could speak to you in the way that we are, your guidance system would lovingly say to you, then it might be a good idea to start talking about where you're going instead about where you are, and instead about where you've been. Because as you talk about where you are or about where you've been, that's the signal that you offer. And that's the signal that everything universally is responding to. That's why it feels sometimes like you're stuck on this spot. You're not stuck because things are always changing. But if it feels like you're stuck, it's because they're changing to the same thing over and over again. That was really good. Those are powerful things to contemplate, because when you get it in your mind that your motor's always running, and that the universe is always responding to it, and that wherever you're pointed is where you're going, and you realize if you're pointed to the past, then you're just recreating more of the same, or if you're looking at what is powerfully, then you're just creating more of the same thing. But if you are looking forward, if you are looking into the future, if you are looking for change, if you are looking for new, if you are looking for improvement, then that's what's coming to you. It has to be. It is illogical for it to be otherwise. The laws of the universe are exact. They are constant. They respond to you unerringly. You never, ever, ever get something that you are not a vibrational match to. It has never happened to anyone, and it is not happening to you. Occasionally, Esther will say, Abraham, are you sure about that? I'm certain that I was doing a better job than this. And we say, bless the manifestation, because the manifestation helps you know how you're doing. And it doesn't matter how anything seems to be turning out, because all it does is give you more information about what you really prefer. If something turns out not so much the way you like it, all it does is help you to launch more rockets about what you do want. So this workshop, this gathering, this co-creative time we have here together is not really pointed toward helping you to define what you want, because you have been doing that. You've been doing a marvelous job of that. You have been launching desire constantly. Mostly what we want to happen for you here today is we want you to gather a conscious awareness, a knowledge, at minimum a belief that you can get to wherever you want to be from where you are. And the thing that we most want to impart to you is, if you will stop trying to do it all at once, it will go better for you. Because law of attraction is the best friend that anyone has ever had, but it's this consistent, fair-minded friend that always consistently responds to your vibration, so that you are never again confused about how things work. Law of attraction won't pull strings for you. It won't let you behave one way and attract another way. It will be so very consistent that you will, if you're paying attention, learn exactly what it is you are doing that nets you the results that you like, and exactly what you are doing that nets you the results that you don't like. In other words, with a little bit of paying attention to the way you feel, you will always know. As Jerry and Esther travel between Phoenix and San Diego, their destination is San Diego. They are clear about where they are going, and as they get about halfway between Phoenix and San Diego, they find themselves in Yuma, Arizona. A nice enough place, but it is not where they are wanting to be. And when they find themselves in Yuma, they do not get so disoriented about not being where they want to be that they turn around and go back to Phoenix. It's really important that you understand the essence of this story, because what this story tells you is that because they understand this distance between Phoenix and San Diego, they don't lose their way. They don't lose hope. They don't lose heart. They know if they just keep pointed in the right direction and make some reasonable effort in moving in that direction, that sooner or later they're going to be where they want to be. And we want you to understand that that is true of everything that you have ever wanted. Whether it is a magnificent career in some specific area, whether it is a magnificent relationship, a new one, or improving one that already exists, whether it is attracting dollars which feel like freedom to you so that you can do more of the things you want to do, whether it is an improved situation with your body, no matter what your desire is, if you understand that no matter where you are, that you can get from where you are to where you want to be, but you first have to make it an understandable journey. Sometimes when you're standing in a place of great debt, people are calling you, they want to know when you will pay, you don't have enough to pay, you feel lost and sort of hammered to the ground, harassed in the idea of debt. The journey feels impossible to you because you can't figure out how in the world you're going to get from this mountain of debt to being debt-free, let alone having all of the money that you could possibly direct anywhere that you choose. It's not an understandable journey to you. You say things like, I don't know how I got here, and I sure don't know how to get there, and I don't even know anybody who got there, so I don't know how to follow them. And we want you to understand that there is a way to make it an understandable journey. Sometimes your body seems like it is dragging you around. Your body is doing things that you don't understand. You may have a diagnosis that has been assigned to your body. And while you want to be well, you aren't. And you don't know what to do about it because you don't know how you got to where you are. And now you're even more lost in the desert. You certainly don't know how to get to where you want to be. And we want you to understand that here today, we're going to help you know how to make all of those understandable journeys.